Today we will learn how to write accidental report. So look at an accident report needs to include all the essential information about the incident. So an incident report needs to include all the information about the incident. So it is very important to include all the information in detail in the incident report, in the report particularly. The report writing process begins with the fact finding and ends with recommendations for preventing future accidents. So the process of writing a report of incident, the process begins with the fact finding. Fact finding means how the incidents take place, and as well as the recommendation, or as well as the points, or as well as the things that needs to improve to prevent the accident in future. It is a formal recording of the facts related to a workplace accident, injury, etc. So the accident report is a formal recording of the facts that has been occurred in a workplace. It may be accident, injuries, etc. So the accident and incident report needs to include all the essential information about the incident. So एक इंसिडेंट रिपोर्ट जो है वो एसेंशियल, सबसे जो इम्पोर्टेंट इंफॉर्मेशन सब कुछ जो है वो इंक्लूड होगा रिपोर्ट में. द रिपोर्ट राइटिंग प्रोसेस बिगिंस विद द फैक्ट फाइंडिंग. जो रिपोर्ट राइटिंग प्रोसेस है एक्सीडेंट रिपोर्ट, वो शुरू होगा फैक्ट फाइंडिंग क्या हुआ है, एंड एंड्स विद द रिकमेंडेशंस फॉर प्रिवेंटिंग फ्यूचर एक्सीडेंट्स. और एंड्स होगा रिकमेंडेशन, सेंस होगा फ्यूचर में कैसे ये इस तरह का एक्सीडेंट रोका जाए, इसका कुछ रिकमेंडेशंस. सो द क्या है द फॉर्मल रिकॉर्डिंग ऑफ द, मतलब जो एक्सीडेंट रिपोर्ट है फॉर्मल रिकॉर्डिंग है द फैक्ट्स रिलेटेड टू द वर्क प्लेस एक्सीडेंट. तो वर्क प्लेस में जो एक्सीडेंट होता है, इंजरी होता है, उसका एक फॉर्मल रिकॉर्ड है ये एक्सीडेंट रिपोर्ट. सो द एक्सीडेंट रिपोर्ट contain the following points. So there are some points that should be included in the accident report. So the point is the date of event. So you have to include the date of event when the incidents take place, the locations where the incident, the place where the incidents happened. So also it is also important to locate the particular place, full name of people involved. So you have to indicate the peoples who are involved in the incident. Name of the witnesses is required. So if it is necessary to indicate or to write the name of the persons who explicitly, you may say, witness the who, or you may say the who can become the witness of the particular events leading up to the accidents. What is the events that lead to the accident? Environment conditions, if applicable, if there is some environment cases for which the incident take place. So you have to indicate that particular environment. You may be poor lighting cases, sleepy floor, etc. Descriptions of the job duty that was being performed at the time of accident. So what are the job that was being performed at the time of accident? So you have to indicate the particular job. Detailed descriptions of the event. So you have to write in details the descriptions of the accident, parts of body injured and parts of equipment damage. So you have to also include the injured persons as well as the parts that are the parts that have been damaged in that particular incident. So इंसिडेंट रिपोर्ट में क्या क्या इंक्लूड रहता है. सो डेट ऑफ इवेंट कब हुआ था घटना, इंसिडेंट कब हुआ था, लोकेशन कहाँ हुआ था, फुल नेम ऑफ द पीपल इन्वॉल्व, उस घटना में कौन कौन घायल हुए, कौन कौन थे, सब कुछ देना होगा. नेम ऑफ द विटनेस इज रिकॉर्ड. विटनेस अगर कोई ज़रूरत हो तो तुम्हें वो लिखना होगा. कौन सा अगर इंसिडेंट है जो ये कौन सा चीज़ है जो इस इंसिडेंट्स को लीड किया, मतलब उसके कारण ये इंसिडेंट हुआ। एनवायरमेंटल कंडीशन से कोई एनवायरमेंटल कंडीशन है जो एप्लीकेबल इस घटना से, तो वो लिखना होगा। जैसे फॉर लाइटनिंग केस अगर होगा, स्लिपी फ्लोर, ये सब हो सकता है कुछ दुर्घटना के लिए कारण। डिस्क्रिप्शन ऑफ द जॉब ड्यूटी, वैसे कुछ ड्यूटी हो रहा था उस टाइम तो उसे इंडिकेट करना होगा। डिटेल डिस्क्रिप्शन ऑफ द इवेंट से रिलेशन किस घटना से हुआ है उसका चीज़ करना होगा। कौन कौन इंजर्ड हुआ और कौन कौन सामान डैमेज हुआ वो भी इंक्लूड करना होगा। सो दिस इज द you may say the incident or you may say the accident report. So now look at look at one example and it will be clear to you, and through this particular example it will be very easy for you to write a accident report. So look at assembly department, section C, ABC and Co Limited, 20 Sam Industrial Estate, Pune. So this is the address of the persons who is writing the report. So now the report is written to the manager, ABC and Co Ltd, Pune. So the report is written for the manager. Subject: report about the accident in assembly department. Now look at the report. Respected sir, I regret to inform you that a worker, Sri Pidas, was involved in an accident in the assembly section of our factory at 8 a.m. on the 22nd June 2020. So the incident took place at the assembly section in the factory at 8 a.m. And the date is the 2nd June, and the persons who was involved in the accident was the name of the persons was Pidas. So as a supervisor in charge of the shift on the day, I am submitting a report about the accident for further action. So as a supervisor of that section, I am writing a report to you for you about the accident to take necessary step. Now the report is at 8 o'clock in the morning. Pidas was lifting a heavy iron bar. So in the morning, the time was 8 o'clock. Pidas was lifting a heavy iron bar. He could not keep up his balance properly, and as a result he slipped on the floor. So he could not keep up his balance, so he was unable to keep up his balance oppositely, and as a result he slipped on the floor. A heavy rod fell on his foot. Therefore the rod fell on his foot. He was immediately removed to the company hospital. So he was taken to the hospital, in company hospital, and then after that he was shifted to the to town hospital by ambulance. He was given proper medical help by company doctor. So he was given proper medical help by our doctor without any delay. His conditions are improving. As per the opinion of the doctor, he will be discharged within 15 days. So he will be discharged within 15 days from the hospitals. Now, reasons for the accident. So what are the reasons behind the accidents? He could not properly judge the weight of the bar. So he could not properly judge the weight of the bar. So the weight is the you may say it was not possible for him to keep up the balance because of the weight, which is because of the weight which is beyond his balance. Now it was the beyond of his capacity to lift. So it was the beyond of his capacity to lift because the material was too what to lift for him. He could have taken help of some other workers to complete the task. So he could have taken help from his colleagues, but he did not do that. The floor was also a little sleepy due to the oil, grease, etc. So the floor was also to some extent sleepy due to the oil and the grease. So these are the reasons behind the accident and the suggestions to avoid such accident in future. Now, no worker should be allowed to lift such heavy things without any help of other colleagues. So, no workers from now will be allowed to lift such heavy things without the help of other colleagues. Handy cranes and carriers be purchased for lifting. So handy cranes and carriers should be purchased. So should be purchased for lifting. So handy cranes and carriers should be purchased for the lifting the materials. Workers should be given training for using such things. So workers should be given training to use these particular things. So thanking you and your faithfully XYZ supervisor C sections assembly department. So this is the report. Respect sir, salutation started. And I regret to inform you that a worker का नाम है गिदास, जो इस इंसिडेंट में घायल हुए असेंबली सेक्शन में फैक्ट्री में 8 बजे जो इंसिडेंट हुआ था 2 जून को. एज ए सुपरवाइजर इन चार्ज ऑफ द शिफ्ट ऑन द डे, सुपरवाइजर उस शिफ्ट का उस टाइम पे, इसलिए हम आपको एक एक्सीडेंट रिपोर्ट लिख रहे हैं फ्यूचर में एक्शन लेने के लिए. जो 8 o'clock इन द मॉर्निंग, सुबह में 8 बजे पी दास वॉज लिफ्टिंग ए हैवी आयरन बार, एक हैवी आयरन बार वो उठा रहा था. ही कुड नॉट कीप अप हिज बैलेंस, वो अपना बैलेंस ठीक ठाक नहीं कर रख पाए एंड एज रिजल्ट उसके रिजल्ट से वो स्लिप हो गए, फ्लोर में गिर गए एंड द हैवी रॉड फेल ऑन हिज फुट. सो रॉड जो था उसके पाँव में गिर गया था. ही वॉज इमीडिएटली रिमूव टू द कंपनी हॉस्पिटल में तुरंत ले जाया गया. उसके बाद उसको टाउन हॉस्पिटल में ले गया गया एम्बुलेंस में. ही वॉज गिवन प्रॉपर मेडिकल हेल्प बाय कंपाउंडर्स. वो उसको तुरंत ही मेडिकल हेल्प दिया कुछ देर ना करते हुए. हिज कंडीशंस आर इम्प्रूविंग, कंडीशन जो है आप ठीक हो रहा है. एज पर डॉक्टर ओपिनियंस ही विल बी डिस्चार्ज विद इन 15 days, 15 दिन के अंदर उसे छोड़ दिया जाएगा, डॉक्टर बताया. सो रीजन क्या है बिहाइंड दिस एक्सीडेंट्स? ही कुड नॉट प्रॉपरली जज द वेट ऑफ द बार. सेट वो ठीक ठाक जो वेट था उस आयरन बार का वो जज नहीं कर पाए थे. इट वॉज बियॉन्ड इसके पास लिफ्ट उसका क्षमता से बाहर था वेट, इसलिए वो नहीं कर पाए. ही कुड हैव टेकन हेल्प सम अदर वर्कर्स, वो अदर कोलिग जो था उसके साथ हेल्प उसको लेना चाहिए था, लेकिन वो नहीं लिया. फ्लोर वॉज ऑल्सो लिटिल स्लीपी ड्यू टू द ऑयल एंड ग्रीस. फ्लोर जो था वो भी स्लीपी था, ऑयल गिरा हुआ था, ग्रीस भी था. इसलिए सजेशन क्या है फ्यूचर में ये एक्शन लेने के लिए कि ताकि इस तरह का घटना ना घटे. नो वर्कर शुड बी अलाउड टू लिफ्ट सच हेवी थिंग्स विदाउट द हेल्प ऑफ अदर. किसी का हेल्प छोड़ के कोई वर्कर को अलाउ नहीं किया जाएगा इस तरह चीज उठाने के लिए. हैंडी क्रेन्स एंड कैरियर्स को कंपनी को खरीदना चाहिए लिफ्टिंग के लिए. वर्कर को ठीक ठाक ट्रेनिंग देना चाहिए. सो एंड द थिंग्स thanking you and your faithfully supervisor C section assembly department. So this is the reports, and so I think you will be able to write any kind of accident report through this format. Thank you.